Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. Excuse my voice tonight. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think I'm just tired. This reading is for Wednesday, August 24th. And I'm going to start off with a quote because I like to. And this is from Dag Hammarskjöld. I hope I said that correctly. He was a writer, philosopher, playwright? Not sure. Should have looked it up. But anyway, he said, God does not die when we cease to believe in a personal deity, but we die on the day when our lives cease to be illuminated by the steady radiance, renewed daily, of a wonder, the source of which is beyond all reason. I think that's pretty. Very true. Okay, so I'm going to take a chance and go with my new archetype cards, which I don't know very well, so I may need some assistance from your intuition as well, because honestly, I didn't get a book with them, and they're kind of, what's the word? Arcane. They're just a little mysterious. They're hard to figure out. I can't think of the exact word I want. Maybe it'll come to me. But I'm going to take them in the order I drew them. So, the first one I drew is the cave, which oddly, I believe is the last, maybe not the last, but one of the last of these cards that I've pulled. I've only used these a couple times, and I got the cave. So we're back in the cave. Okay, and last time I was talking about the cave being the place where you find the wounded healer inside yourself. It's going within and meditating, of course, and finding out what's in the darkness, but it's also looking for that deepest part of you that is wounded, that when you find it will end up being the thing that heals you. Because I'm discovering, the older I get, the more I realize that everything is a paradox. I think I said this last time or the time before. So everything has two sides, and they're opposite, always. So our job is to somehow manage to hold the light and the darkness at the same time without judging either of them or kicking one of them out or eliminating one of them. I apologize for my voice. I didn't realize I was that tired, but I am. So this is going within to discover what is in our darkness that's painful, that can help us to help others, is what I'm feeling. Okay. And this is an interesting card. This is a Greek word, I think it's Greek, kairos, which means time, but it's a certain kind of time. It's not just time in the sense of clock time, it's the perfect timing. It's actually timing. It's like when you say the exact right thing at the exact right moment. So when everything lines up and all systems are go. So what this telling me is, perhaps I was too tired to do this tonight, sorry. What this is telling me is that we need to listen to our inner guidance to tell us when the right time is to do whatever it is we're thinking of doing. You will know the right time if you listen to your intuition. If you just start jumping ahead with things, you can make a mistake. But if you go with your inner timing, then everything will line up in your favor. That's what I'm feeling anyway. And then this is interesting, and I'm not sure how this fits in, so let's see what my intuition tells me. The vow. And there's a diamond here, which for me kind of represents marriage. And the way these two hands are clasped, and then there's a third or perhaps a fourth, it looks like two hands are maybe clasping these hands. It reminds me of a marriage. And I'm not talking about a man and a wife, or, two husbands or two wives or whatever. I'm talking about a marriage within yourself. this feels to me like making a commitment to that deepest, most hidden part of yourself that maybe you have not trusted until now. It's like making a commitment to your own life so that, because I just said things are a paradox. So the thing that's within you that is the most wounded will end up being the most healing, which sounds wrong, right? Sounds counterintuitive, but it isn't. So this is bringing those two parts of yourself, which are actually two sides of the same part, together. Does that make any sense? So whatever is most dark in you and whatever is most light in you, you bring those together and you discover that they're not so different after all. They are different because they're opposites, but when two things are opposites, they're actually joined. Because you all opposites are joined. I mean, think about light and dark, hot and cold, wet and dry. They're opposites because they're two sides of the same thing. So here we've brought the two sides together, and it has released the Holy Spirit, which is good, right? And this card is, let's see if I can do my math here, my Roman numerals. Is that 54? And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dark stars and one gem. Interesting, because 10 is the number of completion. When you make a commitment and when you hold the darkness and the light together, instead of choosing one, you choose both. Even though they're opposites, you choose them both. And you let them both be. Then it's not about achieving balance exactly, because balance implies that they're both equal, and this is about bringing them together so that neither one is higher than the other, but balance isn't the right word, it's commitment. So if you make a true commitment to what is most important to you, what is the deepest desire, which may spring from your deepest wound, if you can find the right timing for that, and then you make a commitment to it, then you're holding both sides. You're holding the darkness and you're holding the light together. You're holding the wound and the healing together, and they have to be together. I hope that makes sense. Let me draw what do I want? Let's just take an oracle card to see if we can. This is kind of an esoteric, that's the word I was looking for. This is an esoteric reading, and I just had a feeling it was going to be tonight. Okay. And I draw the oracle card of Yin. I apologize for my voice. I am just really tired tonight. Which is being open and receptive. So you're going to need to be open to this. And of course, you can't feel your wounds if you're not receptive. You've got to be receptive to everything. Okay, everything within you. You don't have to be receptive to people who manipulate you or anything like that. I'm saying be receptive to your intuition. Okay, and then I draw Unfinished Symphony. I love this card because for two reasons. One, it tells me that, we're always looking for the end. Like, oh, when I find the right person, then I'll be done. I'll be happy. When I get the right job, when I find my purpose in life, when I, find the right hair color, whatever it is, we think that there's an end, and we achieve something, and then we realize, oh, I'm still not satisfied. That's because you're never going to be. If you expect whatever it is you're searching for to satisfy you, you won't be satisfied. Now, if you choose to be at peace with wherever you are, I apologize for my voice. I didn't realize it was that bad. If you sit with wherever you're at and let that be okay, no matter where it is, then you realize that this symphony goes on forever. There is no end. So that's what I love about it. I love that there's no end. We don't have to find the end. We don't have to find the perfect thing, because there is no perfect thing. It's all perfect. It's all okay. And the other thing I love is that, excuse me, she's right in the middle. And if you think about it, we're always right in the middle, because there's the past, and then there's the present moment, and then there's the future, right? So where are we always? We're always in the present moment. You can't be in the past. You can't be in the future. You can only be in the present moment, always. So you're always in the present moment of an unfinished symphony. Again, this is an esoteric reading, so I hope this isn't confusing. Again, I apologize. I can't. Hello. I felt very channel-y tonight, but I probably sound horrid. I was going to read a different quote, but this one's jumping out at me now. And I've read this one before, but I'm going to read it again because I like this. It's from the poet Rilke. And he said, "What we call fate does not come into us from the outside, but emerges from us." Okay, and I would say, it comes from the cave within, the darkness within. It will come at the right moment. You don't have to like strive for it. It will come out when it's ready to come out. And then all you need to do is make a commitment to it and say yes. In other words, be open to it when it does come out. And remember, the symphony goes on forever. Okay, I'm going to rest my voice. I apologize for being all croaky. And please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And next time, hopefully I'll be able to speak. I will post on the new moon, which I believe is on the 27th of August. And I'll talk to you then. Thank you so much. Blessings. Good night.